Hello, Gens. It's me, Nanagens, with my Week 4 review versus Bebsi, coach of the Sonoma. Sonoma Slowbros. The Sonoma Slowbros. Alright, so Bebsi has won 2 leagues. He's farming Indigo, but in the seasons he hasn't beaten me yet, other than in finals for season 2 or whatever. Season 1, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Bebsi and I have a little bit of a rivalry, and we also are like partners when it comes to prepping. So we didn't have each other to help build our teams, obviously. But I was pretty scared of a few things on his team, particularly the Scarf Tapu Fini with a trick. I thought was guaranteed to come. I thought Caesar was a pretty okay bet. I felt like it dealt with my team and could U-turn out a lot. Nidoking was definitely coming, and it was definitely going to be Life Orb Sheer Force. Rhydon, I really believed was going to come, but I had no idea what kind of set it was going to be running. Whether it be Eviolite or Weakness Policy or Dragon Dance. So, I don't know. I definitely thought Rhydon was coming. I wasn't particularly scared of Noivern, even with his insane speed tier. I think that's one thing I found out using this team is that I am not scared of fast Pokemon, really. I feel like all of my Pokemon really deal with speed pretty well. Kangaskhan, I thought was gonna come. It's really just kind of a black horse of, I don't know what it's going to do to me, but I'm pretty sure it's going to run Scrappy and it's going to try and kill Gourgeist. Pangoro, Choice Band Pangoro sweeps my entire team. So single-handedly forcing Clefable to have to come to the matchup. I really thought Prankster Thundurus was going to come. Happy it didn't. Very happy it didn't. But Lantern basically walled it, so I wasn't particularly I was worried, but I really didn't want to like overthink the Thundurus matchup. And then these 3 kids I didn't think were going to come, but I was definitely speculating that they would. All of them are pretty bad matchups for Lucario, so I basically just said, alright Lucario, no matter how good you've done this entire season, I'm gonna let you sit the bench on this one. So my first thoughts was, let's just leave my main 3 and bring my B team and just mess with Bebsi, because I thought that'd be funny. I also realized that that's not a winnable condition for me. At first glance, you think Dragonite isn't going to be doing very much in this matchup, specifically because of the Misty Terrain. But as long as I don't have a Dragon-type move, I think I'll be fine. So I just ran a Dragon Dance set. And with Clef, I don't even remember what set I ran. I can open up the tab real quick. Nope, I can't. Discord crashed. Alright, anyways. So, Lucario got benched. It was really important to me that Zoroark came to this matchup. Particularly just because, I love him. And I really love messing with Bebsi. I've beaten Bebsi with Zoro and Zoroark now. Lantern I felt needed to come specifically for Thundurus and just to see, I don't know, just to do things basically. Gourgeist came. I think I brought a really weird Gourgeist set that he wasn't prepping for at all. I think I brought special Gourgeist with a Moonblast and Fire Blast to one-hit KO the Scizor and the Pangoro. And it was small, so it could outspeed them both. And then Galarian Slowking to just basically be the menace that it is and just push Fuchsia Sight. And every time it pushes Fuchsia Sight, something has to switch in and probably die. So let me adjust. Let's get into the replay. It's been a little too much time on my intro like I usually do. Let's just call that good. Alright, so looking at his team, I see no Thundurus, and I get immediately relieved. He brings Noivern, which I'm kind of happy about. And then other than that, basically word for word the team that I thought he was going to bring, except for Caesar. I guess I was prepping for 7 mons instead of 6. I guess I thought Kangaskhan or Rhydon would come, not both. My music keeps stopping. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Zinnia's theme is based. Don't worry about it. So I think to myself, let's just lead Gorgeist and see what happens. I hate that Gorgeist never loads. So turn 1, we see the Noivern, which with my Scarf I do outspeed it, but I'm definitely not one-hit KOing even with a max special invested Scarfed. Moonblast, it's not gonna kill. It's not. It might 2-hit KO, but we found out that it has a Roselli Berry, which means it's definitely living it. So generally just not worth the risk. So I switched out into what I thought could take whatever move safest, which is a Assault Vested Lantern. So anything that it could have done to me, I would have lived, even if it was a Draco. Draco would have hurt a lot more, but thank goodness he didn't do that. So I go for the Ice Beam to try and predict, or to try and basically switch out the Noivern. And then I get my Dragon Dance in, or my Dragonite in, and I start Dragon Dancing. And this Dragonite, 2-hit KOs almost everything on his team. Those are bad rolls, unfortunately. He goes for a taunt, which was not a great taunt for him. I just keep pushing Dueling Beat, basically to force stuff to switch out. I go for an Earthquake, which does not enough damage, but decent. But it will die to another one. And then the Rhydon goes down. So already I've got a pretty good lead. Feeney's at half, which means it can't take another Dueling Beat here. Or it's not going to kill me because it was a Draining Kiss set. If it was a Moonblast, I think I would have died. But then it also gets me the best switch out possible. I was running Red Card, and as soon as it hit me with the Draining Kiss, it was forced to switch, and got me the soft stale Oreo, which gets totally destroyed by this Dual Wing Beat. Which means I don't have to worry about it anymore, which is awesome. And then I got a little greedy. He went to Kangaskhan, which is really good in his play, and he pushed Protect, just saw my Toxic, so I'd die. I should have switched out, and I don't know, I just thought I could get another kill. But I didn't know that he had Protect, so now he's revealed that he's a Wish Protect set, which I'm definitely not super worried about. I was definitely way more scared of a Assault Vest set. So we get Gloking. It's not Gloking. Psych. It's Zoroark. Zoroark tricks it, gives it a Flame Orb, so it doesn't have its Choppleberry anymore, which, good prep, honestly, for Lucario, but Lucario's not here, so it makes the Choppleberry pretty useless. You take your wish, I get my Black Sludge, and then you get burned, and now you're not doing any physical damage anymore for the rest of the game. You are still pretty bulky though, so Psychic doesn't one-hit KO or anything. So I take this opportunity. I get parried, which is very unfortunate. I take this opportunity to start setting up my Future Sights. His Dark type is dead, which means Future Sights are going to start taking names at this point. He sets up a Wish, goes into Feeney, and he thought that Wish activated before Future Sight, but it's actually vice versa. So this Future Sight takes out this Tapu Fini. I actually don't know if it would have lived that Future Sight anyways, but he gets the revenge kill with this Nidoking. I let my Clef die, which maybe not the best play, but I wasn't particularly worried. We get back into Zoroark again. Zoroark being disguised as a Regenerator Mon is so good, because as long as Zoroark is always moving first, it will always have its full HP and just be switching out and stuff. And disguising it as Gloking is just so smart, because Regenerator means he'll always also be at full HP. The only thing that he could have noted was the Paralyzed. But as you can see, I've already forgotten how many times I've switched Zoroark into this game, and you turned out with it. So we get out another future sight, which means something else is dying. We go for a psychic. We get a crit, really good crit. And we stay in because we don't really care if he goes for wish protect, whatever, he heals. I'll just keep on attacking him until he dies, or if he switches out, something dies. He goes for an earth power, which I know I lived that calc, because I EV'd specifically to live at 80 HP. Gorgeist comes in, dies to an ice beam. Gorgeist does what it does best, and it's getting one shot. And now my Zoroark gets a little messed up. It starts disguising as Yuri, or my Lantern, which isn't preferable, but I think it starts disguise as soon as your Pokemon that it wants to be disguised as has lost HP, it'll start disguising itself as something else that has 100%. I don't know. Zoroark's mechanics are weird. They're so weird that I don't even understand. But Lantern also didn't have 100 HP, so like it totally just glitches out the entire stat board, which spreads misinformation, which means they have to scroll up through the turns to find out what HPs we're actually at and stuff, unless they were very, very aware of what's going on. So I knock off this Life Orb on the Nidoking, which really, or no, I knock off the Noivern to take out the Noivern. No. The future sight. Let me just rewind a few turns. So you died a psychic. Then I live this earth power. I get out a future sight, which means something dies. Gorgeist dies here, which is very unfortunate for Gorgeist. It's Yamcha. And then my Zoroark comes out, pushes knockoff, knocks off the item, dies to future sight. I push another knockoff because I know that I can live with Lantern's HP, even at 83 HP. It should be able to live one Earth Power, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't want to risk having Life Orb, having that extra 1.6% rather than the 1.3. So I knock off the item, and fortunately, Zoroark lives. And if I had Dark Pulse, it would have died, or slightly more invested into my special attack, I think it would have died. Or if it burned, it would have died. Super unfortunate. I could have got a 3-0, instead ended up with a 2-0. But yeah, I live the Earth Power, and then I Surf, and then it dies, and then I win. So GG's to Bebsi. This was another really fun battle. Like I said, Bebsi's one of my biggest rivals, and he's always one of the people that I want to beat the most. And Zoroark is a super fun Pokemon in draft format. I know like people don't think it's the greatest, but like Illusion is enough to like slightly, it can catch people slipping. It can force people to slip just by mind games. But its stats alone are actually like pretty decent. I wish it had a little bit more diverse of a move pool, but overall I think it's a pretty strong Pokemon, especially with Trick, meaning it can just do so many silly shenanigans. Ayo. And Trick Flame Orb to set up a burn on either the Rhydon, which means if it was a DD or an Eviolite set, it shuts it down. If it was a Kangaskhan, it shut it down. It shuts the Pangoro down. It doesn't shut the Kangaskhan down, but it like slows it down. And it shut two other Pokemon down. The only thing I was worried about, I really wanted to run Will-O-Wisp on my Gorgeist this match, and a lot of status, because status really hurts this team. But Tapu Fini having the misty terrain to prevent statuses is really, really strong. But overall, I think I played really good. I think this was definitely Lantern's time to shine. And Zoroark just spreading misinformation. Very fun matchup. GG's, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate everybody that watches these videos. Like a lot. Sometimes they're not the most fun things to make. But you know, if you've watched to the end, comment like your favorite color. Comment your favorite color. Mine's pink. Bye.